Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Q&A session that we're doing here for Hang On to Your Shorts, the student edition. And right now we have Michelle Tang here. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad. So you did the film Runaway. Now it's kind of funny. We have a lot of films that came in for the festival called either Runaway or The Runaway. So there's like 3 or 4 films called Runaway.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I was getting a little confused, which is what there's a couple high school films called Runaway, as well as a college one as well called The Runaway.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So you might see it a few times and be like, wait a minute, I didn't direct that. It's someone else.
Oh, yeah. I remember for the other festival,
Yeah.
I had to ask about it. I was like, wait, there's 2.
Yeah. Yeah. So, oh, well, that happens a lot with movies, and people are always like, wait a minute, I didn't direct that. It's like, no, it's a different film. So that happens. But anyway, if we get into this here, I wanted to ask you, so how did you come up with the idea of Runaway?
Well, I think I was just coming up with ideas for about half a year. I started from the ending and I kind of built outwards. But I knew I wanted to do something about a girl in a toxic household.
Mhm.
And yeah, I kind of just built the characters based off my friends and I just used them as actors.
Now, do you have a school program for this that you did, or did you do this on your own?
I did it on my own.
Okay. Do you take things in school, like classes? Do they have that in your school system at all?
We had the Arts High program.
Mhm.
I did it with PJ Bracco.
Okay.
I did that, and then but otherwise we don't really have a program.
So you're kind of on your own doing it?
Yeah. Well, I started a club late
Mhm.
last year,
Okay.
but Corona kind of ruined that. So yeah.
Okay. And so were you working on anything after this? We're trying to, and then all this happened, or did you get anything else finished?
Well, I did 2 films during quarantine,
Mhm.
and then they were part of challenges 72-hour, 48-hour challenges.
Yeah.
And then I was planning on doing a film, but Corona got into everything, and also I'm doing a lot of studying for standardized tests. So yeah, I'll have to wait, but yeah, hopefully in the fall.
And so this film, I know, played at other festivals. Did it have a nice run before COVID happened, or were you having? Were there other festivals that you're hoping to come up with, or this was kind of like the end of the run of it?
Well, yeah, we have festivals coming up. We're kind of in the middle-ish.
Yeah.
It didn't have much. It had a run before COVID. I think probably 3-4 festivals.
Okay.
But then COVID happened, which is kind of a bummer.
So then they went all online. They went all online. Yeah.
Yeah, but I did go to a bunch of online ones. So yeah.
Okay. Well, hopefully it will start opening up, and we'll start. I don't know when, but hopefully we get to go to festivals again. We really wanted to do this in September, but it's all online, so it is what it is. What we have to do.
Yeah.
But it's great to have you in here at the Hang On to Your Shorts Film Festival. Our student program is growing every year, so we have a lot of films in the high school set and college set. So. What about when you did your film? So you wrote it, you filmed it. How did you go out about the acting process?
We did rehearsals over FaceTime and stuff, and then I kind of ran it through. But mostly, I've done I haven't done very films with a boom mic and camera since before Runaway. But so I knew I wanted to take it pretty seriously. So I had them do takes over and over again. And my actors, the boy, he was very good sometimes. He could improvise something and he could make it better than I wanted it. And then the girl, she was very good. She's pretty consistent. And I wrote it based off her character, so she's good.
And also when what about the editing style? Did you edit? We in our school we do Adobe Premiere. Were you edit?
Yeah, I did Adobe Premiere Pro. Yeah, it was my first film. So I did make a lot of mistakes editing, and I think it was more of a learning process. I didn't really have anything going into it. I watched a few videos and just went for it.
That's great. No, that's what you have to keep doing. Just keep making them, and you learn from mistakes.
Yeah, but I think it's once you do it once, you see it. It's something you learn by doing, and then it just gets easier every time.
But what was one of the hardest things filming it?
Filming.
Yeah. What was that like hardest aspect of it? Maybe like outside, when you're filming outside, a lot of the sound, you get I hate filming on beaches because beaches are horrible to film at. You got to kind of ADR those. So is there any like hardships as you were filming?
I would say I think I messed up the camera settings a little bit. So it was hard to like fix that. I had to color grade it, and I still didn't get it back to like what it was supposed to be. But yeah.
How long did it?
It takes a while to learn. So
yeah, absolutely. How long did it take to film it?
We did it over a few nights because most of it was during night, and then I think we spent like a weekend doing it, and then like hour sessions at night because it was summer, so it was already like dark.
Oh yeah.
Wait, no, not dark, but it like took a while to get dark.
So, yeah, because 8 or 9 o'clock.
And my friends had to go to camp, so they couldn't stay.
Stay too late.
But it was during school, and then they had to go to camp, so we had to like rush and stuff. But yeah.
Okay. And what about your other films? You said you did some during quarantine. You just kind of did them inside and filmed it. And are you going to put those in the film festivals as well, or were they just for the contest?
Like I put them in like very limited film festivals, like maybe like 2 or 3, 4 maybe. I think my other film is playing at Brightside Tavern.
Okay.
Yeah, that one was like a 48-hour film challenge.
Okay.
And then I also had one that was related to quarantine, which my school, like they did a challenge for a film. And basically like it was just me filming myself and kind of like winging it, just like having a random script I just wrote on like a piece of paper on the side.
Kind of like an experimental film.
Yeah. Well, not experimental, like narratives, but just like montagey narratives.
Okay. Sounds great. Do you have anything you want to promote out there, or like you got any websites or anything you want people to see?
Oh, you can check out our Instagram at Microlight Films. Yeah.
All right. That's great. That's pretty much all we got. We're here with Chase Bolnick, and you have 2 films. What are the films that you have? You have 2 of them playing.
I have The Jingle and Escape.
Okay. So when you're watching these films, they're both kind of comedy-ish. So is that kind of your niche there, to do the comedy?
Yeah, those are the first 2 good films I've made, I'll say. So, in the beginning, I did comedy more. Now I'm trying to go more into like drama and serious kind of films.
Okay.
But I like to do anything.
What got you started in doing all this stuff?
Well, I've been acting since I was 8.
Mm-hmm.
And then in high school, I decided to shift more into filmmaking, and I, fell in love with that. So
when you did the acting, were you in commercials? Like the Cars for Kids commercial? Is that real?
Yeah, I was actually in the Cars for Kids commercial.
I was kind of like the last time I was watching that over again, and I was like thinking, I know a lot of people like that from when that were child actors, and they're known for something, and they go to these Comic-Cons, and some of them continue to push, like they were proud of it, and then some of them are like, forget I did that when I was a kid. So it's funny how the grown-up actors were when they were like little kids, because I was a child actor myself, so it's like I remember doing in model, I remember doing like an ad, and I don't want to ever talk about that ad ever again, So that's why it kind of hit me. The jingle was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
How did you go about? How long did it take to film that?
I was lucky because I have a film class at school, so I was able to incorporate that into it. So I did it in about a month, like editing too. But then I went back to edit a couple months later and made it a lot better. Yeah.
Yeah, and then what about casting for that? I mean, you cast yourself, but like other people, were they people from your class, or were they actors that you got, or?
They were all just my friends. Luckily, my friends all want to be in my movies and stuff. So, and my parents.
And I also wanted to ask you about that piano. Did you really break a piano?
Yeah. So, but there's a backstory. I didn't just stop the piano. We were moving, and we had that old grand piano, and it didn't work. It was like out of tune, and it would have cost more money to retune it and move it rather than just destroy it. And my mom's like, hey, write a script, make a movie. It's like, okay.
Yeah, that's great. It's like, yeah, that would cost a lot of money that thing for the film. Yeah, so it did well on the film fest circuit, right? The Jingle.
Yeah.
And what happened? Like, was it getting into fest, and then all of a sudden the fest kind of stopped, and then we had, COVID. And has it played on any online festivals?
Yeah, I had one online festival for both films, and then I'm gonna have another one next month, I think.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
And we tried to go live, but what are you gonna do? So we're coming up with new things to do this. So this will be playing. Both your films will be playing in the high school block on September 11th from 5 to 7. So,
Sweet.
and then your other film as well. That was another comedy. And how'd you come up with that idea?
Well, when I was an actor, I worked with a director, Nick Holmes, who happened to be the son of Rupert Holmes, who made the Pina Colada song.
Oh,
So I wanted to make an adaptation film, and that song's one of our family favorites. So I decided to make an adaptation of that song.
and again, the actors are people from school and class and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Cool. And how has that been doing? Was that your follow-up film from the Jingle, or like you've done a bunch of other ones? So.
Yeah, that was the follow-up, and I've been working on more now. That one did all right too. The festival, I think the Jingle got into more.
Okay. Yeah. So, what's next for you?
Well, I mean, I've been focusing all my efforts on college applications and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I just finished filming. I had to make a video for college, a 2-minute video, and I'm editing it now. And I decided to make it a zombie theme, so I'm having a lot of fun with that.
In COVID.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been pretty tough with all that stuff. But yeah, I guess the college stuff starting out now. Is that what you want to go for, film?
Yes, definitely.
Is there anything else you want to promote? Any websites or how to see any of your other stuff?
Yeah, I have the chasebolnick.com is my website. It has links to all my acting, all my filmmaking stuff, and the YouTubes for both of those.
Cool. All right. Thanks a lot. And I guess I'll talk to you soon.
Sweet.
All right.
Thanks so much.
If you guys want to introduce yourselves and the film that you worked on.
Yes, I am Victoria, and
I'm Pierce Gomez.
and our film is Dancers That Inspire.
And you guys both, you directed it together?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It was a collaborative between my nonprofit and Pierce's business. Yeah.
Okay. And when you made it, how did you come up with this idea that you wanted to make it? Was it you were pushing the idea, or like you wanted to do a film, a documentary? What was the main purpose for it?
We wanted to expand my nonprofit so that people could see our participants and understand their stories, and have more people, reach more people, and have more people understand what my mission was with Dancers That Inspire. So we decided that we thought it would be a great idea to make a documentary and have our participants share their stories and how dance has helped change their lives.
Oh, great. How was it making the film? Was it tough to get everyone together and film it, or?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was like a 6-month process, and there was a lot of interviewers, and it was a lot to get everyone together, and we wanted to do it in all different locations, and so putting it all together was really satisfying, but it definitely was a process.
What about the editing process?
Yeah, that was it was a lot to edit. It was a lot to really like go through. Obviously, just picking out like all the best stuff, and just trying to keep sort of like a consistent feel amongst the whole video.
Yeah, because you guys probably had so much footage, right? You had to
Yeah.
condense it down to what, about 10? Was it 10 minutes or so?
It was about
a little
14 minutes, I think.
14. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy to cut it down that short.
Definitely not.
How was the run and the film festival run for it? Like I know I saw it, earlier in the year, and then all this happened, and but
I know. We were accepted into, I think, 3 or 4 film
4.
festivals, and we went to the Brightside one. There was one previous to that, and then this one. And I think there's another one coming up, but yeah. So
You're still in like the running for 2, I think. So
yeah.
just have to wait.
did some of them go online that happened already? Did you see any that took place online yet, or?
I think so. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah, I think for the 2 that like we're still waiting on are going to be online, as I understand it. But we'll just have to wait for more details.
Yeah, it hasn't been easy. We really wanted to have this live, but it is what it is. So that's all you can do. So hopefully they'll start opening up. And are you going to continue to submit the film in other festivals if they come back?
Most likely, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. We might make a new one because I am undergoing a process, a different change with my nonprofit, and it's now called Artists That Inspire because I wanted to include not just dancers, but all kinds of artists. So maybe we'll do something new.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, include all different things. That's a good idea. Have you done anything else following this or this documentary? Have you done any other films?
We do a lot of short clips of different artists. So, guitarists, musicians, dancers, and we post that on our YouTube channel of just them showcasing their art and why they create their art. So definitely been filming and making videos like that. Yeah.
Okay. What about during COVID? You've been doing it during all this time inside, or just?
No, we've just been posting the content, not really creating it. Just because
you could say like we're still kind of like creating it. We're sort of like still grabbing stuff from like older projects.
Yeah.
And still sort of like breathing life into everything, and keeping that up during all of this. I mean, we can't go out and film, but we can still look at things like a new way.
Where can people see this? Do you want to promote the site or anywhere where they can see it?
Yeah. So for Artists That Inspire, my nonprofit, it's artiststhatinspire.org. We have Instagram, which is Artists That Inspire, Facebook, Artists That Inspire, and YouTube, Artists That Inspire.
And for me, for my business website is extraordinarymediaproductions.com. And I have Extraordinary Media Productions on Instagram and also Extraordinary Media Productions on YouTube.
And Facebook.
And Facebook, yeah.
Awesome. That's great. Anything else that you guys want to talk about about the film?
We just want to say thank you for selecting us, and we're so grateful, and we're really grateful that this is still able to happen and that we can make this happen with all of this technology and be able to live stream and interview and all that. So we really appreciate it, and we're excited for September 11th and 12th.
Well, thanks a lot for coming on, guys, and I'm gonna and enjoy the rest of the day and until we get to have a normal life again.
I know.
But I'm glad to get you guys on here, and I got to do a bunch more. So
thank you for having us.
Thank you.
hello, everyone. We're here again. Today we have Holly Jurgensen here, and she did the film 1111. So Holly, can you tell me about your short film 1111? How did it come about? How did you come up with the idea?
It started because I heard about ITS, the International Thespian Society, and I wanted to compete, but I can't sing or act, so like I couldn't do that. But I found out they had a short film category, and that's always something that's been like a little hobby of mine. So I got really invested in trying to like come up with something.
Was this your first film then?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about actors and stuff? How did you go about getting the actors?
I go to a performing arts academy, so it was kind of easy to find actors. Mm-hmm. The girl Rissy graduated this year, and then the guy Jackson is in my grade. Okay. So I had my acting teacher help with the film, Mr. Bollinger. Mm-hmm. So it was easy. He had people in mind that worked well for the film.
Oh, great. And then when you were filming, how long did it take you to film that?
I honestly forget. I think we might have fit it in like 6 or 7 hours
Oh,
for
wow.
the most part, with most people there. I
But-
shot a couple things once everyone left, I think.
What about the editing process? How long did that take?
Oh, I have no idea. I did a lot of it by myself, but I didn't track time. I have no idea.
What kind of editor was it? Like we use for our school, we use Adobe Premiere.
Yeah, that's what I used.
Oh, great.
Mhm.
And after you did this, and you were putting it into some festivals, and then this COVID happened. Did it play at some festivals before, and then all this happened?
We got to like the first round of International Thespian Society, and
Mhm.
then I could have moved on to nationals, or I did get to move on,
Oh.
but it was all virtual. This year I could have gone to Indiana for nationals to
Oh.
compete with everyone,
Oh,
but it
wow.
was just online this year.
Oh,
Um,
so they play your film online then? They played it online?
well, I don't think they ended up playing it
No.
online, but they announced like winners online.
Okay.
A lot of it has been online,
Yeah.
like festivals and stuff.
Yeah, they all switched online. We tried to have this live, but it just
Yeah.
didn't happen. So we're doing it virtual. So this will be on September 11th, and it'll be in the 5 to 7 slot. And then after the college set, we will have the award show.
Okay.
So that's basically what's going on here. What about so when you were done with this, did you do a follow up? Did you decide to do another film right after?
No. A lot of people keep asking me if I want to do another one, and I
Yeah.
think I do, but I don't have any current ideas.
So you go to how's the performing arts school that you go to?
It's good. I go for audio engineering,
Okay.
so also entertainment, just not film.
Yeah. Well, audio is good. I mean, we do a lot of audio here, right, Ming? So there's a podcast studio in Eatontown that we're at right now. So a lot of audio involved, but it's a good thing to learn that, especially in film. Or what do you want to do with that in the future?
I have no idea. I'm still deciding between like focusing on audio or film or audio for film. I have a lot of options.
Yeah. Are you starting to look at colleges yet or no?
A little bit. Right now, I'm interested in SCAD in Savannah.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool. I'm not too sure yet, though.
No, I know that well, because I have a lot of students in my school that
Okay.
going off the film school and stuff, and they did look at that college as well.
Mhm.
Then we just had some in here earlier that go to Montclair.
Hmm.
Montclair Film School. So they were in here earlier today doing that, just talking. So, yeah. So, anything else do you want to promote? You want to talk about? Do you have any thing that they could watch? Anyone could watch like a web series or anything on the web, or you have a web page or anything?
Not really.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, and looking forward to everything and streaming your
Thank
film on September 11th.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So we're here with Haley Pine, and you got, I think, 2 films in this one, right? In this
I
festival.
do, yes. Desperate Anything Helps and Harper's First Kiss.
Yeah. So we've had you on for other stuff for Harper's First Kiss before, and you want to give a little bit background on that and start with
Sure.
that?
Harper's First Kiss was about a girl with schizophrenia who does a film project with her friends, and nothing's quite as it seems. There's a lot of love drama with her, but then there's also a twist at the end.
Yeah. And that, it's been played at a lot of film festivals. I've seen it at a bunch of film festivals. So was it kind of like towards the end of its run, and then the whole thing happened here where we're all online, or do you still have more coming up, or had it played online in some festivals?
Oh no, it was actually the end of its run.
Mhm.
And then once quarantine started, and then
Everything
hang on
got
to your
pushed back
shorts, and then exactly. Yeah, we filmed that 2 years ago, actually, in August of 2018. So it was a while ago.
And yeah, it had a nice little run there. It was going on for a long time. So
It did, yeah. I was very fortunate.
And then what about your other one? Did you film that after or before? Or is that?
So that one was before. That was the first film I've ever done.
Oh.
That Desperate Anything Helps. And
Yeah.
it's about a girl desperately trying to get the attention of another guy. So she's basically changing herself for him. And like, it's very goofy. She's dressing up in different costumes, trying to get his attention. But then the whole like overarching moral of the story is that you shouldn't be changing yourself for
Yeah.
anyone. So it was very simple, but it's kind of quirky and cute.
And that was the first one that you wrote and directed?
Yes, very first.
Oh, great. And you I mean, you have a big acting background as well, don't you?
Yes, I've been acting since I was 6. So basically, I wanted to do the films to get the other side of things,
Yeah.
to work on the other side of the camera. And I didn't think I would fall in love with it, but I really loved it. And that's what I'm going to school for. So
Yeah, absolutely. How is it? Are you at school now?
no, not yet. I leave tomorrow morning.
Oh, wow.
So I have everything packed. There's suitcases everywhere.
Oh, that's great. So you are definitely getting to go. Are you going to have some classes online and some there? Or is
Yes,
that?
it's going to be half and half.
Yeah, that's pretty much. We had some people here from some of my old students were here from Montclair, and they were saying they're doing half and half, but they're actually on campus as well.
That's good. It's better than being all online.
Yeah, right. So that's exciting though for you. Huh?
Yes, I'm very excited.
And where can we see some of your work? Do you have like a website or anything that you want to promote?
So I do have a website, haleypine.com, and then I also have an IMDb.
Mhm.
And you can find acting stuff, all the festivals that the films have been accepted to. And I believe I have also Vimeo links on the website with the films, the links to the films.
Okay, that's great. Yeah. So are you you've been, I think I've seen that you've been working on some other projects as well.
I have, but mostly behind the scenes.
Mhm.
I was helping a friend. We did the 48 hour 2 weeks ago, and then a week before that, I actually directed another short called The Little Star. So I did that with my film friends, and then my mentor Seth Chitwood, who mentored me on the other 2 films.
Oh,
So he helped me out with that the week before, and then this weekend, or no, a few days ago actually, I helped with Seth's project Luna the Witch.
Oh.
Which is going to be a mini series that he's doing.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's good that you get to get out there now and finally get moving.
A lot of sets in the past month, which is good.
That is good. But when the time where you were like home and we're all, not able to do much, were you writing and things like that?
In the quarantine process, I was writing a little bit. I was doing video auditions from home. There's really not much that was going on anyway in the industry, so it was kind of hard. But I was trying to stay as creative as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it wasn't easy. I know a lot of people that were just writing and writing and writing, and now they're like, oh, we're getting ready now. We got to start filming.
Right. It's crazy.
But,
and then even now on sets, you have to have all these quarantine regulations.
Yeah.
And if any of them are broken,
Did you have a quarantine person on set that was looking after all that, or?
Seth was very strict on all of us with mask wearing and all of that.
Wow. So did it make it a lot harder, or did you get used to it after a while?
We got used to it. It definitely did not make anything harder, I found. It was obviously a pain in the butt to have the mask on all the time.
Yeah.
But the actors...
I have mine right here,
Yeah.
Can't
it wasn't bad.
But yeah, so you have all those things will be coming out in the near future. Are they in editing, or are they still filming?
Yes, the editing stage for all of them, actually.
Oh, wow. So you'll have a lot of projects for next summer, probably.
Yes, definitely.
As well as whatever school projects you got.
Oh, I know. I can't wait, though.
Now, are you doing more acting, or are you going to do behind the scenes as well? Are you taking classes?
I wanted to do a double major. So I'm definitely going in as a drama major right now.
Yeah.
In the Stanford Meisner program. And then I'm going to try to either minor or take film classes, but I'm definitely going to do film production also.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a lot. But it's good. But it's a lot. No. So in your other film, we had another podcast that we had one of my students interview you and some people that worked on your film as well. And that was pretty interesting, pretty cool to do that. It was like the first time I had one of my students do the interview there.
He did a very good job. Very good job with that.
But thanks for coming on for a few minutes, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Talk to you soon.
All right, see ya.
So you also got into Hang Into Your Shorts Festival. That's actually Mr. Cullen's fest. So can you talk a little
No
bit
way.
about can you talk a little bit about voices and like your inspiration for making the film?
Inspiration, it's not like a whole sappy story. It's just I really wanted to make something cool. I wanted to have cool little effects put in there. I wanted to be able to get a film. It was my first film that I made. I wanted to be able to get a film that I directed out there somehow. Filming it was kind of a nightmare. Editing it also, I had to learn the entire editing process for that film. So that was also kind of a nightmare. And then the whole thing crashed at one point, so I had to restart. It was a terrible process. But eventually it finally worked out, and it was very great and very satisfying to finish. Let me tell you that much.
Do you have any fun stories working on the film that you could share about?
Oh boy. Okay, so there's one scene where the test subject dies, and I had my friend Jake play my character for that moment, and he had to get thrown into the ground, and I was like, okay, just fall and like act like you're getting thrown into the ground. And then my other friend was like, I'll help you out, I will throw him into the ground for you. And I'm like, okay, sure, just do that. And next thing you know, that didn't end well, and there was an injury.
Oh God.
But a big body was slammed into the floor. That's the funniest story I have.
Big body slammed into the floor. Okay. Anything else? Any other?
During COVID, have you gotten in any festivals?
During COVID, have you gotten to any festivals?
I think I have. Yeah, I've gotten to a few during COVID, during the time where it actually broke out and we've had this pandemic in the United States. I've gotten into a few. Two have played so far, and I'm getting into more and more. I've made few new film, not with voices, but new films I've made. I've gotten into them. Yeah.
Cool. Anything else you'd like to say?
We talked about going into college.
No, we're gonna do that later.
Oh my goodness.
Later.
Just for this little.
Oh, okay. Where are you going to college and for what?
You already said it.
Just reiterate yourself.
Just talk regular.
Do you
about
like
the
your
film.
film class so far?
I haven't gotten into
Oh.
it yet. College hasn't started.
Are you excited for? Let's say something like
Yeah,
that, so
what-
we can put on here.
what's
Are you
the film
excited to
program?
go to film school in college?
Yeah, are you excited to go to Ithaca for film?
Yes, I'm very excited to go to Ithaca. Unfortunately, like I said, it closed for the fall semester. Hopefully not the spring, but it's always a chance. It's a good thing rather than being moved in for a few weeks and getting kicked out, rather than having to bother moving all your stuff in. I'm very excited for the film class, as I know pretty much the vast majority of the kids who are going to be in my classes and are in the Park School, which is what the communication school is called. I know pretty much everybody there so far, and we already have tons of ideas that we've discussed with each other. It's just the fact of actively being able to do it, which we can't yet because there's a virus going around.
So is it gonna be like on Zoom? You're gonna have Zoom classes and stuff, or?
I'm not positive yet. I believe Zoom is going to have a play in it, but Ithaca has its own website that it uses for video calls and stuff like that. It's not the best website, but it'll work out, hopefully. I hope I don't have too many strokes in that scenario.
Maybe you can do things in person, like just stay 6 feet away with masks.
Well, I have been doing some things in person so far, but not much. But yes, I plan on doing things in person a lot more, hopefully.
Cool.
Safely.
Okay. So we also heard that another one of your films got into the Hang On to Your Shorts Film Festival. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, totally. So for the Hang On to Your Shorts Film Festival, I don't know why I almost died having a stroke saying it.
Me too.
The advisory was the
Editing
advisory
is
club.
a great thing.
Yes, sir. So the advisory club is the film that entered into there. It was pretty much, obviously from the name, it's pretty much a twist on the Breakfast Club. What I did was I just really wanted to take the stereotypes from our high school, Middletown North, and just implement it into what could have been the Breakfast Club and such. And it was a great film. The experience was really what was great. Everyone did not know each other prior, but when we really came together to film, even during the script reading, it was great. Everyone bonded, and it felt like we were just creating our own little tiny film family. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What was the casting process like?
Oh yeah, so this was my first time doing auditions, which was super different. I usually just ask a friend or before my mom. So I decided to make posters, hang it around the school, and then I got some people texting, email. I also would go to, like, for example, our TV production classes, TV Film 1, Advanced, and also our independent class, spread the word. And shockingly enough, we got a lot of kids that come to audition. I know some of you guys helped me out when it came to, like, really helping me out, choosing who had the pros and cons, who had really pretty good impact on the character, and you can really see it playing. So I know you guys did help out as well in the audition process. But yeah, it was my first time doing such, and it was great. So yeah.
Cool. Any fun stories you could share?
Casting?
Filming.
Oh, filming?
Filming?
Oh, okay, yeah. So pretty much, I guess the day of the shoot, shockingly enough, we were able to film the main scenes in that one day, in that morning, and it was actually a weekend. It was Saturday. And after we finished wrapping up filming and all that fun jazz, the main character, who's Ajax, played by Michael, he had a skateboard. Michael does not know how to skate, so he just used it as a prop. And so our, let's say, hipster character, which is played by Joshua, he decided to try out the skateboard. And we're leaving the classroom. We're done filming. We're walking out. And when we leave on the hallway, it's close to the gymnasium, as you guys know. And all the wrestlers, I think, were just sitting, having a little chat, chitting. And then Joshua decides to test out the skateboard right then and there. And falls off the skateboard. Smacks down, but as fast as he fell, he popped right up and walked like nothing happened. So we were all cracking up. But it was very Joshua of him to do something like that, but it was hilarious. So yeah, that's like, for example, one of the funniest things that happened during filming. But yeah.
Great.
Action. So look, this is Down Love, but you might know me as Goldie Wilson. And I'm here and I'm just promoting, say it again, Hang On to Your Shorts Film Festival. That's very important.
Time rolling by. One day she'll place her hand in mine. I don't need her picture to see her smile, though I'll keep them around anyway. And with her smile all around me, it's easier to just keep rolling on. With her smile all around me, it's easier to just keep rolling on. Holy water flowing by, I hold a pen she made for me. Ours is not to reason why. What's meant to be is always gonna be. Spirits from the mountain, they run free and wild. We've both been through the ringer, and she still looks like a child. With her smile all around me, it's easier to just keep rolling on. With her smile, she's all around me, it's easier to just keep rolling on. It's easier now that I know love lasts forever and I'm never alone. Spirits from the mountain, they run free and wild. We've both been through the ringer, and she still looks like a child. The smile, she's all around me. It's easier to just keep rolling on. The smile, she's all around me. It's easier to just keep rolling on. Smile, she's all around me. It's easier to just keep rolling on, rolling on. Smile, she's all around me. It's easier to just keep rolling on, rolling on.
I'm Dean Kane. It's a big shout out to the Hang On to Your Shorts Film Festival crew and all the filmmakers who are part of the fest this year in Asbury Park, New Jersey.
Hey, this is Jaden Pierce Brennan. I'm an actor, and you may know me from Ray Donovan or The Punisher, or my new movie, The Secret Dare to Dream, which is on demand right now. And I just want to say congratulations to everyone who's successful in Hang On to Your Shorts Film Festival. Whether you're an actor, director, writer, I appreciate the hard work and commitment that you put into getting these films here, and I wish you good luck, and I hope we can work together in the future. Congratulations.
Hey everyone, I'm Clementine Spicer and I'm a young actress, and I just wanted to say congratulations to the student filmmakers, the student actors, and for all of you getting into the festival as well as the nominated films. I know that doing a short film takes a lot of work and a lot of time, so congratulations for all your dedication and hard work. I was actually in 2 short films. I was in Just Be, and I have an upcoming short called The Wish Flower. And I'm also going to star in an episode of a Disney Plus show called Earth to Ned. So I'm super excited about that. But yeah, I hope all of you guys have a great day and good luck.
Hang On to Your Shorts Film Festival. What is up? It is Madison Thompson. You probably best know me as Erin Pierce on the Netflix show Ozark. I heard that a bunch of you student filmmakers got your films into this amazing film festival. Congratulations from high school to college students. That is so credible. You should be so proud of yourselves. As a little celebration to you, I thought it might be fun to share some advice as someone who has been in the industry for a while and, made my way around the block, even at a young age. To the actors and aspiring filmmakers, no matter what you want to do in the industry, one piece of advice I would give is keep grinding. Right now is a really uncertain time. Things can be really confusing, especially in this industry. We're also so used to being, with each other, being in the same space, collaborating, and, COVID makes it a little bit more difficult to do that. But keep working. Look around at the peers that you have in this film festival. These are the people that are going to be leading the industry in the next couple years. So connect with them, share stories, make teams, build relationships, because you never know who is going to hire you or you are going to hire. So I think that's very important that you do that. Congratulations to all of you. You should be so proud of yourself. Bake yourself a cake, throw a little party by yourself or with your family or whoever you're quarantining with, because this is a big success for you, and keep at it. Hopefully I'll be working with you one day. Please hire me. Thank you guys. Bye.
I am so honored to be asked for those who made it into the Hang On to Your Short Film Festival. First of all, congratulations. You should be proud because that is a huge accomplishment. For those who don't know me, my name is Kobe Frumer. I'm 15 and I live in both NYC, New York, and Los Angeles, California. I go back and forth every few months. I started out as an actor about 4 years ago. Everyone always asks me what they've seen me in, so I'll just jump straight to that. So I played Zach Lieberman in the Marvel television series The Punisher on Netflix. It was a total dream job for me and so far the best experience in my life. When I first started out, I tried to audition for every single student film I could find. I probably was in about a dozen student films, plus some indie films by first-time directors out of school. I truly believe that time working on student films helped me to hone my skills to allow me to work on a Netflix show, among some other interesting roles. I'm always so impressed by the student filmmakers, to hear their stories and then see the finished product of their festivals. Of course, I am biased to the ones that I was in, but definitely, it's just such an amazing thing to see. I love short films in particular because you have the pressure to tell a story in a limited amount of time and be able to have the audience get it. Not everyone can do that, and I've experienced that firsthand. So the fact that you guys are in a festival tells me you succeeded. Keep telling your stories, and I hope one day we might work together. Maybe I can learn a few things from you. Anyway, stay cool.
Hey guys, Kira here. Hope things are doing okay in Jersey. I'm actually from New Jersey. I was born there, lived there till I was like 8, so what up, hometown. Okay, so Mr. Cullen asked if I could give some advice, and I guess for the actors, I would say to look at every audition like the job itself instead of the actual like audition to the job, and just look at auditions like a new way to make a fan and learn something and kind of focus on that. And then every time you do an audition, forget about it. Try not to think about them because it's just better for your mental health. For filmmakers, I guess I would say spend a lot of time watching the films that you admire and figuring out why you admire the filmmakers behind them, and do research on those filmmakers, and really figure out what you want to say and what your voice is, and the most effective way to do that. And for musicians, I would say if you make music that is really authentic and vulnerable and feels scary to share, then that probably means that it's the music that you need to share the most, because the art that is the scariest is the art that people usually need to hear, because it's what they'll relate to more. I hope those help. I don't know, be yourself, be nice to your other fellow creatives and raise each other up and be supportive of each other whenever you can. And just keep creating. Just keep going. Even if you make something and you think it's terrible, just make something else. Just keep on moving forward. Everything that is created is worth having been created. So yeah, just keep working and growing and learning, and good luck with everything that's going on in the world right now. I hope you guys are staying safe and doing all right. Yeah, okay, I'll see you guys.
Now, I know all of you graduates, especially those of you who are going off to study film, it's weird. This is a weird time, right? This is an unprecedented, difficult time in which you have reached a milestone in quarantine. And so it might feel strange, but I would invite you to think of it in a different way, to think as you're going to study film and move forward, that you look at this time, you look towards the helpers and you look towards the artists, and you're an artist and you're going to study film and study how to create art, or what is it that you have inside of yourself that you want to say? What is your voice? What do you want to put out there? What art do you want to put out there? And it's in this time that you can figure out your voice. It is this experience that will be with you forever, that will shape you, that will be the obstacle. I would embrace the obstacle. Embrace the obstacle as you move forward in your learning. Embrace the obstacle of this time as stories that you're going to want to tell as you move forward, because that's what filmmaking is. Filmmaking is telling stories in a visual medium. And so as we've slowed down, and you're able to slow down, and you're being forced to slow down, take a good look around you. Take a good look around you and start to see things that you may not have seen before. Start to write down ideas that you're getting from this time, this slowed down time, and know that the milestone that you've had in graduating isn't minimized because it wasn't in public with everyone else. It isn't. You did it. You did it, and you made it, and you're going to keep going, and it's just the beginning. And that's what's really exciting. And, you know, you've done hard things. Maybe you've had a hard test or something that you didn't think you'd pass, and you passed it, and you know maybe had a difficult schedule load, or whatever the obstacles that have been in your way thus far, and you move past them. You're going to do that again, and I'm excited for you, and I'm excited for the stories that you're going to tell, and I'm excited to watch whatever it is that you make.